Show 22, a redo.
Grab your coat and get your hat. Leave your worry on the doorstep. Just direct your feet to the sunny side of the street. Keep your gait a bit at bat, and your troubles with no slow step. Life can be so sweet on the sunny side of the street.
Ed Mart from Duck's Breath Mystery Theater will be on our show today. Dr. Science, with a new look, will be on our show today. Looking Glass 3.0, a film, episode 1, will be on our show today. Jane Wilson will be on our show today.
I used to walk in the shade with those blues on parade, but I'm not afraid. This rover crossed over. Grab your coat and get your hat. Leave your worry on the doorstep. Just direct your feet to the sunny side of the street. Life can be so sweet on the sunny side of the street.
I'm doing a new character today. I'm going to be in command. We got to keep this show moving. Okay, let's get to the Queen. Okay, let's have the joke. What happened to the banana that crossed the road? I don't know. What happened to the banana that crossed the road? It split. Why is that funny? It's from banana split. It's like a banana split. What's a banana split? Have you ever been to a Dairy Queen? No. That explains it. Okay, Ed Mart, first Duck's Breath Mystery Theater video, leads the first 40 shows, and we're going to get this rolling.
Come on in. Sit down. Lately, people been saying to me, I just invested in a lightweight 4-passenger atomic-powered land vehicle. Did I get burned? Well, the first thing I say to them is, oh, you too, huh? If you'd have come to me, I could have told you. These rechargeable fusion rods are not ready for home use. And an air-cooled atomic reactor, no matter how small, is a bad idea. As an investor, you should always check. A, was your product built by somebody who studied how to build it, or better yet, has built something like it before? And B, was it tested by someone who doesn't own stock in the company? Sometimes people read my book, It's All a Question of Marketing, and get too motivated and sell a lot of something before they find out if it works or not. It just goes to show you, not everything that glows in the dark is a security light. I know, because I'm Ed Mart, and you could be too, with the proper marketing.
That was Ed Mart, Leon Martel. I'm back. I'm trying to be more efficient today, but I think I'm being a little less efficient. Next, we have Dr. Science, another Duck's Breath Mystery Theater character. So let's get back over there. We still got Ed Mart. Then we have Sunnyside logo. And then we have...
It's time once again to Ask Dr. Science. So let's ask Dr. Science.
That's me.
Remember, he knows more than you do.
That's right.
Big Bob Robertson from El Paso, Texas writes, Dear Dr. Science, what is that ringing sound I hear in my ears?
First of all, let me congratulate you for bringing this problem of yours to Dr. Science and not to a real doctor. The medical profession is helpless in the face of highly personal phenomena such as you described. Science calls it the Quasimodo effect. It was first described as a high-pitched and offensively loud ringing of bells. But nowadays, sufferers describe the bell as a cheap modern telephone. Since this ringing can't be heard through a stethoscope, your average MD would probably prescribe a mild sedative, but only after running you through numerous expensive tests. I'll venture to say your ear canals are inhabited by demons, and you should see a certified exorcist immediately.
Thank you, Dr. Science. Gordon Nagay from Berkeley, California writes, Dear Dr. Science, I recently drove from California to Colorado. My map shows California as pink, Nevada as orange, Utah as light green, and Colorado as lavender. As I drove, I failed to notice these colors. Why is that?
Chances are your car windshield is made of polarized glass. Back in 1973, when the energy crisis hit, there was a lot of pressure to cut down on needless gasoline consumption. Congress mandated that in order to make driving less fun, all automobile glass must be capable of filtering out the ambient colors of each state. It's a darn shame, too, because it cost a lot to paint each state its pastel hue. The WPA took care of that by air from huge blimps back in the 30s.
Thank you, Dr. Science.
All right. Moving right along. This is a text taken from a Facebook post. That's what the fact series is. It's an experimental series where we take posts and we turn them into facts to fit in that series.
Trump rally size, 50,000 or 15,000, accounts vary. Another factor in the ongoing gosh, is he still around?
Phase of placing bets on the amplification of Trump crowd sizes, a minor but not unimportant part of Bidenomics, because the actual number, like the existence of God, is unknowable.
Next up is Looking Glass 3.0. This is from the College TV playlist, and College TV grew out of a web serial shot in Boulder, Colorado, that evolved into a collective doing a whole bunch of different projects. And Looking Glass 3.0 was a film using the existing footage of the web serial and new footage and made a film. And this is the first episode of the film that will eventually be a playlist on Sunnyside YouTube, if things go according to plan.
So it's Valerie, is it?
Yes.
And you write for the campus newspaper.
We don't have a newspaper. It's more like a news blog.
I prefer newspapers because if you don't like what you're reading, you can burn it.
The success of your book must come as quite a shock to you.
Why would I be shocked?
Well, it's not easy to create a bestseller, is it?
I wasn't looking to create a bestseller. I was looking more to impart wisdom, if you will.
Wisdom.
Yes. Have you read my book?
Yes, I have. Would you like to share with us some of that wisdom?
I'd be delighted. In the future, symmetry will apply to all 4 dimensions and beyond as we become sentient hardware for the gods. Will that do?
Yes, thank you.
I have been described as a jerk-off. I prefer to use larger words obscure meaning. And I am tenured, so what the students think of me one way or another doesn't really matter, really.
The way out, the way in. The journey begins with this book. Now Here by Noreen.
Oh.
Next up, our finale feature, Jane Wilson. She writes these, shoots them, performs them, and they're very, very funny.
Hi, welcome to another edition of my vlog. That's what I was told this is, a video log, and people call that a vlog. I thought that sounded kind of Swedish or Norwegian, which is perfect if you're in Iowa because there's a lot of Swedish and Norwegian people here. And but anyway, that's not what it's not Swedish or Norwegian. It just stands for video log. I am diving into my gifts that I got for the holidays. This presidential puzzle. Yes, it was gifted to me in the gift exchange. Flossie and Accounts Receivable and I were exchange partners. And, I wondered if this might be a re-gift just because Ronald Reagan appears to be the last president that's on this puzzle. And it was wrapped in saran wrap, not the original wrapping. But you know what? I'm delighted to do a puzzle. I love doing a puzzle. Anyway, as you can see, I am starting to take it all out of the box and everything and put it on the table. I did notice that Earl Sr., when I walked away for a second, he snuck his way on in here, took a piece of the puzzle. And then not too long after that, Earl Jr. came in here and he took a piece of the puzzle, because this is what some people like to do. They like to take a piece of the puzzle so they can be the person who puts in the last piece of the puzzle. But what they're not aware of? Woodrow Wilson's chin dimple. That's right. Took it, put it aside. They're going to be surprised.
All right, Jane Wilson, that video premieres immediately after this broadcast. Fact, Trump crowd size, that premieres immediately after this broadcast. And thank you very much for watching, viewing, whatever you're doing out there. Now I hit a button here, and then I say goodbye as I push this button here.